Hello, welcome to another time of Lenten devotion. I'm glad you have joined me. I'm reading today, or sharing with you from a blog by a minister of the Congregational Church in Connecticut. Her name is Sue Foster. And she writes from Fostering Your Faith. That's the name of her blog. She says, "Can I admit it? There are days when I feel a little discouraged." And I guess we all do, don't we? There are times when I am weary and unsure of my efforts and if the work of the church is making any difference in the myriad of challenges that we face each day. There are moments when angry voices and ugly violence fill the news, and all of that causes me to despair. And I wonder if I'm ever going to experience God's peace or come close to God's loving justice. The wisdom of Proverbs whispers, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding." That's Proverbs 3:5. So then I resolve, Sue Foster writes, to place my confidence in God. And in order to do this, I remind myself of God's presence every day with me. I'm developing a spiritual discipline, a practice, a fancy way of saying that I'm trying to maintain a good habit. And she's trying to develop a habit of being grateful. In the morning, before I look at the phone, she writes, before I turn on the news, before I look at the online newspaper, I jot down 5 things for which I am thankful. And I call it my thankfulness list. Sounds like a good idea if you ask me. Before you do anything, 5 things that you're thankful for. Jot it down. She writes, sometimes my gratitude reflects the weather. I'm thankful to be in a warm house on a cold, rainy day. Other times I give thanks for communications, a FaceTime chat with my daughter, text from my sons, talking with my parents by phone, reflecting back on the previous evening's meeting, and I give thanks for volunteers in the church who care deeply and give their time and energy to live the good news. It's usually not hard to find 5 things that you are grateful for. This list does not change the bad news that is happening and waiting for us, but it does offer a fresh, uplifting start to any day. Being grateful provides a life-giving perspective that reminds us that God is at work in this weary world and that we are not in this alone. These simple lists bring me back to an eternal truth. She writes, God's steadfast love endures forever, from Psalm 136:1. Forever is a long time. So no matter what I am facing on a given day, I do not go forth alone. God's love surrounds me, and for that, I am very grateful. I hope you have a blessed day today and the rest of your week. I'll see you in church on Sunday for Palm Sunday and then for the events that we will be having on Holy Week. Blessings.